All I want to talk about, I'm sorry, that's a great take for 4 commander decks. I love that. I don't care about the 4 commanders. I do care about how right I was that comic books transfer to trading cards so well.
Whoa. Welcome to May the Zoo Be With You, America's most Donaldist TCG podcast. We're here with your hosts. You like this? You jiving so far?
Yeah.
You guys good? No? Josh, you want it?
I don't think anyone's jiving. Welcome to May the Zoo Be With You, America's favorite Magic the Gathering, Lorcana when Donald lets us talk about it, Riftbound, Sorcery, and PSA-sponsored podcast. I am, of course, joined by the only person on this podcast that is living the dreams of each and every one of you. This could be you. From podcast viewer to podcast host, Donald.
More like living a nightmare. But anyway.
And I'm, of course, also joined by the man who is so sick of the corruption and the horrible things going on behind the scenes in grading that he's starting his own grading company. You heard it here first. Louis DeGeorge.
And we are joined by the other member who said that only one person ever existed, who used to watch the podcast, but now is a host of the podcast, Josh. Yeah, and we all are in uniform today in our black t-shirts. Look at us. One of us is gonna have to change.
I'm like a poor loser version of Mark Zuckerberg. I wear the same clothes every single day.
I wear the same clothes pretty much every day too. What is the appropriate amount of days to wear a pair of jeans?
Oh, 5?
Oddest thing. This is the second time I've had this conversation today.
Yeah, with your wife, I'm guessing?
No. That's even weirder. And 5's a good one. 5's a good ground.
I would say 4 to 5.
It depends on how. It depends on what you did in those jeans.
Sure.
If you just wore them for the day, it was a normal day, then yeah. But if you like were in a ditch digging and doing something like that, then then one day.
Hold on. I get what you're saying, but I want everyone to take a look at the 3 people on these screens. No one's doing physical.
No one's digging anything. My wife makes the argument that if you wear jeans once, you should wash them.
She's incorrect?
No, absolutely not. Not doing
a waste.
So
underwear
version of the question: number of days for a hoodie.
Oh,
like weeks.
I would say a hoodie depends on. It depends on, are you wearing a hoodie like under with a shirt underneath or not? That's a big factor. I don't often wear hoodies without a shirt underneath, but when I do, I tend to feel like they need to get washed the next time I wear them.
It's because you're gross, dude.
I'm not gross. I'm saying I don't do that.
It's because you're nasty. It's good.
All right. Today we're going to talk about Marvel superheroes. Welcome to Magic the Gathering, everybody. Then we're going to talk about Avatar: The Last Airbender. Welcome to Magic the Gathering, everybody. After that, we're going to roll into the Pokemans, where we're going to talk about the PSA scandal that I got something right. I predicted something that turned into a scandal after the podcast last week. That's kind of fun. And then we're going to talk about the avatars in Gothic. We're going to debate the best avatars in Gothic and talk about the rumored god packs. And then we got a Lorcana scavenger hunt. Donald's planned a nice little cute Lorcana scavenger hunt for us.
Would rather just not talk about it.
Can't wait for that. And we're going to talk about One Piece, which is going crazy right now. So strap in, everybody. That's the podcast. What do you guys think about Marvel superheroes?
I think you need to work on your intro to the first topic, because every week your move is.
If one of you wants to do it, you can do it. That's fine. If you want to work on it. You start it.
My man, I've done the heavy lifting already on this podcast.
You did your little hand intro.
Everyone in this podcast loves that.
Give me your top 5 cards of Marvel heroes. What the hell do you want? Let's go. Talk about Marvel heroes.
Go ahead, Donald. Hit us with it, buddy.
It makes me sad because I want to not like this set, and the same problem I had with like liking the Spider-Man set, I'm gonna have with the bonus sheet cards, the source material cards. I'm just gonna have to get them. I like it's just too nostalgic, and I hate that. I don't want to get them,
New
but
tax bracket Donald is best Donald
Yeah, Donald.
by far. I
Donald's
love this
got the money
Donald.
now. He's just buying up all the cards, getting binders and master sets of
I
Universe
hate you guys.
Beyond.
I
But
hate
we
it
love you,
here.
dude. You're the best.
Hate it here.
He's got a whole roof to put it under now. It's great. No
I,
leaks.
I gotta tell you,
It's got new
the source
insulation.
material cards, the bonus sheet cards, have been really good. I think for every set since they've been involved.
Yeah,
They've been really good.
definitely matter, right? Like
Yeah.
they're definitely important.
I hate
I
it here.
I think it's just important that they have found a way to make a subset not only matter, but be very good. Like for a while, the subset was all the chase, and none of the regular cards were the chase, and that was an okay spot to be in to, maintain some value in boxes. But this a lot of the times it's just good reprints. It's staple cards, it's playable cards, and it's treatments people seem to want. It's just a win.
So I think a couple things. Number one, this source material works a lot better than Avatar's source material. The source material on Avatar, a lot of people were complaining that they're like kind of blurry. They're like the screenshots from the Avatar show, and they were
Sure.
kind of blurry. This is like, it's images of art. It looks like
Yeah,
it looks
comic
like it
book.
should be on a card. You know what I mean? Like it looks like it was created for that purpose. And that's a huge factor.
They did the same thing though with Final Fantasy that they did like with like the Final Fantasy source material cards. I think are awful. They're like because they took them directly from like the games and they're just like out of focus. And I think that's the worst part of the Final
From the
Fantasy set.
source.
Would you say that they
Yeah,
took them from the material
yeah.
that is at the
The source.
source?
I don't know that they call them source
Yeah.
material cards. That's just what I call them. I don't know if that's
I
a
think
real
that's
term or
definitely
not.
I think that's definitely what they call them.
If it's not Donald, you need to apply for that secret layer job we talked about last
Yeah.
week. If that's I'm 99% sure that's the name of the
Yeah, that's what
series,
they
but
call
if not, you're
Yeah.
a genius
Yeah.
and you need to apply.
I was a little bit feeling like the reprints here are lackluster in terms of value. I still feel that way, but I think that there's still a lot better cards to come. Like
But yeah,
we are just
we haven't even
scratching
seen.
yeah, we're
We
just
haven't seen.
scratching the surface, and the set doesn't come out till June.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of hype to still be had about these cards.
You can't have spoilers every day if you don't start today.
I don't understand
They
why there's 3 heroic interventions.
because it's heroes. Heroic intervention, like it just makes sense.
Yeah, but 3 of the same card on the bonus sheet
Sure.
is gonna really saturate the polls of that card.
Unless heroic intervention is still at a, whatever 8% pull rate and version A is 4 of the 8%, version B is at
Yeah.
3 and then version C is at 1%,
It makes
right?
them it makes them individually more rare.
Yeah, I mean, listen, we're gonna
That's
go
a good
have
thing.
a whole section, I'm sure, on curios here, which is the same card in different art.
Right.
Like, it's
Plus,
if it's 3 times as populated on the list, that would surprise me, and that would be bad. That would not be great.
Yeah.
I don't want a heroic intervention in every pack.
Right.
Like,
I mean, and heroic intervention's been reprinted enough times. Sure, it's a commander staple, but like it's not like it's a super expensive card. It's like $7 or $8.
is it is it
It
down
was
there?
in the Spider-Man source material too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's like their favorite card to put in source material.
I mean, it's a card that everybody needs. So I mean, it's a good card. If you're playing green and commander, you probably want it. But it just fits the theme of Marvel
I get it.
superheroes.
I'm
Yeah.
not saying it shouldn't be in there. I'm saying 3 times seems like a lot to me.
Well, and you touched on something that let's call this what it is. It's a commander reprint slot,
Yeah,
right?
100%.
Like, that's
That's
what we're doing, and that's good. We need a healthy way to reprint cards for Commander, where Magic and Wizards of the Coast can be designing new cards while also delivering stuff to equalize cost of
yeah.
old cards.
I would prefer they keep the commander design cards, at more of a minimum in the main set, and then can put them in stuff like that.
All right. Donald said that you felt like the cards were powerful. What cards stood out to you as why that is true? Because I was told last week that if this set has good cards, it will be a success. So why does this set have good cards so far?
Well,
Go ahead, Josh.
we're only
started to
looking
talk.
at what 8, 10,
Yeah, they've only been
11 of the
a hand.
cards on the bonus sheet.
Yeah, but Donald
Right.
off camera said this set's really good. So obviously he saw something. I want to know what he saw.
I said some of the cards I've seen are very good. Like Quicksilver, for instance.
Where is that? What one is that in?
He is a
The main
red
set?
card in the main set.
Okay.
That's not a source material card. Let's
No,
stay in
I-
focus. I know. I'm telling
We're
Luke
not-
it's not a source material card.
I got it. I was just clicking on the screen so other people
the
could see it.
source material cards are reprints.
Quicksilver,
been-
Brash Blur, 1 cost, 1/1, legendary creature, mutant hero. Why do you like it?
Keep reading. You didn't finish.
I want you to have the content. Jeez Louise. Well, I want to do a whole podcast. I'll read the card by myself.
It starts the game. You can start the game with it if it's in your opening hand. So it's like a ley line. So it starts on the field already, so you don't have to pay for it in turn 1, and it can like turn some major turn 0 stuff on. I think
Where is this card you guys are talking about? I can't find it.
I saw it on.
Yeah,
I
I'll drop the
saw it-
website for you after you just made fun of me for not being able to find it.
I saw it on Facebook. I don't know where.
There's all the cards we're going to talk about today, fellas. Every card spoiled.
Thanks. It's nice to have somebody prepare us for the podcast.
Yeah, I guess so.
The
This is a legendary creature, so it can be your
yeah,
commander. It would not get to be on the battlefield at the start of the game,
right.
right?
But I'm not talking about commander.
I know, I understand. I was just making sure I understood the rules.
Yeah, because it's not in your hand.
Right.
But then it's interesting. So power up looks like it's going to be a mechanic in like the set proper, and it's a like once per game mechanic because it doesn't say per game. It just says activate each power up ability only once, but might as well say once per game. But anyway, so assuming that like on some of the other cards, I feel like their power up mechanic could be quite strong if it's a once per game mechanic.
What was the other? Was it Monstrosity? That was also, you could pay a heavy cost, get a massive buff. You could only do it once. Monstrosity rings a bell, and we don't have to fact check it or anything. But mechanics like this are interesting, and it does show a design pivot, right?
I think
Would-
it's
Go ahead.
funny when they create they create a new name for the same mechanic.
Yeah.
It's like
Well,
they just wanted this to feel like,
Everything is
up!
just
So power
everything is just kicker.
Yeah.
right? Power up is a little bit different because if you pay power up the same turn you cast the spell, it's discounted by the cost of the spell, right? And you don't get that benefit with the monstrosity. So it's a tweak to
Right.
monstrosity, but it shows like, how do I say this? They're really trying to control the way that cards can be used. I think it's important when you look at the fact that you have a card pool in Magic that's just absurd. Think of some of the effects we've gotten recently. Do this, activate only as a sorcery. So something stapled on a creature can only be activated as sorcery. Activate this only once per turn to avoid loops, right? They're kind of weaseling themselves out of some of these design decisions
Right.
by saying, we can't possibly test this against 100,000 cards viable for commander.
So we're just gonna put a hand string.
Yeah,
injury
we're
on
going
it.
to staple something on this to
Right.
protect ourselves a little bit. And it does show when they don't, what happens. When they word it wrong or they don't do it, we get Nadu. So,
Right. And it breaks the game forever.
but yeah,
Well-
Quicksilver's really good. The question is, it's a 1/1. It already has haste, freeing up. You get 1 mana worth of value by putting in your, into play in your opening hand. Is that good enough? We talked about, is Ragavan good enough anymore? Is that effect, hey, if this is in your opening hand, it's free. If you draw it, it's Raging Goblin with late game upside. Is that good enough?
I don't know. I think I mean, in standard, I think it is. I don't know that it has like modern viability or anything, but I think in standard for a mono red aggro deck, this is great because you go from being able to do 1 damage on turn 1 to potentially 2 or 3, which is pretty big. To get in early like that. If you're starting turn 1 with 2 creatures with haste, like
Sure.
you know,
But I do think standard aggro has taken a turn where it feels more like spellslinger aggro. It's less the traditional aggro that I always knew, which was 1 drop, 2 drop, 1 drop, and a 2 drop. How often can I
yeah,
make
but
this motion?
like you said, one of the problems with that is like with Raging Goblin, it's just late game, it's nothing.
By turn
But
3, your Raging Goblin's nothing.
if you've now got a 2/2 with double strike later game, that's a little bit
Yeah, you
more
gotta
of a
still side
conversation.
manage it.
You know,
Power up on this card doesn't seem like a standard ability that will have much effect until
yeah,
you take into account that you have things that Monstrous Rage is banned, but what's the other one? You got a Monstrous Rage effect that
uh,
you slap on this.
yeah,
You know what I'm talking about?
yeah, I do.
So best case scenario, what you're doing 4 damage on turn 1 with this. You pump it. You get it in your
You
hand. You
can't
pump
do it
it.
on turn 1.
Why not? You get it in your hand. You
Yeah,
get
you
it
get it
out.
in your hand, opening hand, first turn swing with a pump.
Yeah, it's 4 damage turn 1.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, maybe if you have a 1 damage, yeah, 1
Yeah,
mana
but
pump
then
spell,
I
but
mean, again, you've slowed down your tempo. We're not a gameplay podcast, but stuff like this, it's a cool design space. I like this.
I mean, mainly, like, I think it's cool that he can start if it's in your opening hand, like, it thematic, it works, but,
I think
may
the bigger deal will be if there is 5 of these.
well,
If this is a cycle and there's one legendary creature for each color that has if it's in the starting hand, you can play
I
with
think
them. I
it's
think
I think
that'll be
it's
pretty strong.
I think it's
Pretty-
less that, though, because it's Quicksilver, like, he has super speed, so, like, that's the whole point of why he can start.
Right, but that's the point of red.
I think the point here to look at is the power up mechanic. I think the power up mechanic has potential to really be broken on other cards.
Hmm.
Maybe. I like this. I think the thing that jumps out to me is the creature that starts in play. That's wild, and I don't know. It's a
Because I
raging
mean,
goblin, but
don't
we have a tendency to break things wide open, and free things for Magic players have a tendency to screw stuff up. And this seems pretty free.
I think the card will be played in standard for sure.
I'm
The
just
other
excited for it. I love the
the
design space.
the other card that is quite interesting is the Bruce Banner that basically will give you like infinite combats, which is
Yeah,
kind of nuts.
I saw this compare added. All you need is this and Cal traps out, and it's infinite
Mhm.
combats. This is
Yes, it
2
is.
card infinite
It's a two-card
combat.
combo. Yeah.
Yeah,
And if it's your commander, then you just need the commander you don't even
yeah.
have to deal all 40 damage. And so you just got a straight up like Voltron powerhouse here in colors that are weird. Like you usually don't see blue in this combination.
Yeah.
So
Let's just talk theme real quick, right? Bruce Banner, scientist, blue, flip him over, infinite rage monster. It's pretty on theme.
Is this
yeah, it's great.
is this a the back of this card has a casting cost?
Yep.
Is this a true you can only flip card, or is this one of those modal
You can
cards
cast
where you
either
can
side of this
cast
card.
either side?
You can
Okay.
cast either
Mhm.
side of this
Yeah.
card, my
Yeah,
friend.
when it's
Have
got
we
the
have we
when it's
seen that
got
before?
the yeah. Oh, you mean on a like
I know we have like the pathway lands that you can play on either
right?
side, but have we seen a card that you can cast on either side, or you can also cast it on one side and then transform it?
I don't think we've seen that
I don't think
combination.
I don't think it's had
I could be wrong.
transform
It's
on it.
kind of cool design space.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
think any of the MDFCs, is that what they're called? MDFCs?
Yeah.
I don't think any of them have transform that I know of.
God,
But
this is it, man. Stuff like this is interesting. Now, when we revisit this in a month and it completely broke open 60 card Magic and it's destroyed and we have a new VV, we'll have to be like, yeah,
I
maybe
mean,
avoid some cool design spaces for a little while. Maybe, maybe,
and
maybe
it
rein it
could,
in.
Like, I immediately go to Commander with that card. Like, it's
Oh,
a powerhouse
yeah.
Commander, but it could make 60 card. It could be a 60 card powerhouse too. I tell you what is going to be a 60 card
A lot of
powerhouse.
mana for 60 card.
It's
There's a lot of
is.
mana for 60
How
card.
about
A lot of mana
how about
for commander too.
hear me out. Hear me out here. For 5 mana, you get a 16/16
I saw
creature with
those. Yeah.
flying and trample, and when it attacks, destroy target land for
Oh,
5 mana.
hold on. It's not just a 5 mana 16/16.
Yes, it is.
It's 4 turns of the enchantment sticking on the board.
So
For 5
there
mana,
are
5 mana, you wait for 4 turns, and then you get a thing that still dies to removal.
sure, but in like if you open this in limited, you just win.
No way.
If there is not a path to exile or something in
Why?
limited,
It still just gets blocked whenever it attacks destroy target land. Oh, it has
yeah,
trample and
yeah,
flying.
block it all you
Yeah,
want with trample and flying.
Trample and
Block
flying
it
is
all
fine.
you want.
It still just dies to removal though.
I hold on. We did it. Cheers, fellas. This is peak podcasting. We just got Louis to talk about something dying to removal in a gameplay conversation section.
No,
of
it's
Magic
also
Deck.
not like he framed it as it's just a 5 cost 16/16 with those things. It's 4 turns.
I tend to agree with you. I don't even care. Donald got you to say the phrase, it just dies to removal on a Magic the Gathering podcast. This is peak podcasting.
Hot take. Everyone's gonna hate this. I hate this take, but I'm gonna go with it. Bulk Mythic.
What?
I mean,
Bulk Mythic. The
That's
coming of
not a mythic. This
Galactus.
is a bulk mythic.
You think?
Yes.
Okay, never mind.
it's not like it's gonna be it's gonna be a powerhouse in limited. Like it's just a bomb in limited. And
you know what this is? This is a really fun card.
It is a fun card.
This is just someone's gonna pull this off, and everyone's gonna be like, "Do you have removal?" And you're gonna go on the table, and it's gonna be like, "No."
This is the type of card that I wish you could make a rule 0 around for commander, and I want to play this as my commander.
it's
You would
interesting
never
that
do
they
that as a WPN store.
Yeah, I can do that WPN store. It's a real card.
Commander's also not a real format, so it doesn't matter. You can do whatever you want.
This would be such a crazy what was the format there used to be where you had your commander but then it had a signature spell?
Yeah.
I know what you're
But
talking
it had
about.
to it had to be a planeswalker though. It was
There's a planeswalker with a spell, wasn't it? Yeah.
I thought
what is that
Planeswalker
called?
Commander was a different thing. God, there's so much
Why
magic.
can't I think of what that's called?
Everybody
Are
tried to
we
make
remaking Type 2 as a podcast? It's just standard with no universes beyond allowed.
we should just change the name of the podcast to Type 2.
Are we down to make Type 2 the format?
Sure. We can just play Type 2 the whole time and
It's standard with no universes beyond allowed. It's just magic sets.
that is a fun card, I agree. I think there would be a really cool like borderless of that card that has really cool artwork.
Oh, I'm sure it'll be one of the comic strip.
What
cards.
is Galactus?
Galactus is like the main
Devourer of Worlds.
Yeah, he's the main bad guy in like the Fantastic Four universe and Silver Surfer. Galactus.
Wait, who's Thanos?
Oh God.
He's a bad guy in Marvel. He's less powerful, I think, than Galactus. But
Galactus eats.
They're
Galactus
in the same world.
Yeah.
Are they in the same world? Okay.
Yeah. They've hinted at Galactus.
Is Thanos more or less powerful than Galactus?
Less. I'm pretty sure.
Even with the 5 rings.
I mean,
with the Soul Stones, theoretically he could snap, and he's got a 50% shot to win. So I guess we called it a puncher's chance.
Galactus is literally like he just eats planets. So he's massive.
How are they fighting him then? How does he fit in the picture?
What? Okay, you gotta like just look at some comic book frames. He is a massive universal space being. Did you ever watch Doctor Strange?
No.
The movie Doctor Strange?
Galactus eating Earth? Is that what I should search? That was the first images.
Wasn't he in the new?
He looks kind of dorky.
Yeah, he's the main villain in the news
Yeah, I've never watched the new Fantastic Four movie. Is it out?
Final Fantasy. Yeah,
This is the
Fantastic.
guy I should be afraid of.
He's gonna eat the planet, so probably.
Yeah. I think. Okay, well that's stupid.
Well, you picked the.
That's not what he looks like.
I'm glad that you found this picture of Galactus. This is the wildest. Is that a playmat?
I don't know, but I'm gonna make it a playmat. I'm gonna get that as a playmat for sure, and I'm gonna show up and like, here's my Galactus deck. Galactus eats planets like they're donuts.
We're already having. It's worth noting, we're already having more discourse about this set, the cards in the set, the power level, and the theme and excitement than we were about Spider-Man.
I don't know about that. We talked about Spider-Man for a while.
Yeah, but all we did from day one is talk about Spider-Man was bad. We just sat here giggling like, I don't know, Galactus victims for the last 10 minutes.
I am not excited for the Captain America deck.
It's not a deck, it's just a card.
The shield counter thing is going to be not. I hate control decks. Everything you and other heroes you control have hexproof. That's going to be not fun.
And you just embraced the it dies to removal, and now you can't use that removal. What am I going to do?
Talk about a bomb. It's way better than freaking the Coming of Galactus that you'll never get through because it turned 9 by the time it possibly comes out. Like Captain America is going to be.
I guess you've probably never played green before. You don't understand that green, does like this thing called ramping.
It goes rawr.
Yeah,
it's still double black pips. It's double black pips and green. You're really overselling the Coming of Galactus.
Oh my god.
Hold on. We've all decided the Coming of Galactus is just a fun card, but double black pips in 2025, especially in Commander, couldn't matter.
We were talking limited. That's what I was talking
I'm sure
about.
there will be dual lands in limited. There always are.
This is such. It's so easy to get out in limit. I don't know why you think that's not. I can't wait till. Oh, you never play, so
you're never going to play. You're not going to play any of these. Yeah, you're never going to get out in limited.
Captain America Super Soldier shows that they went away from a design that I really hated.
Which is what?
First strike when attacking. First strike as blockers are really good. They're really good defenders. Having first strike on defense,
all Captain America does is defend too.
That's his thing.
I know. That's what I'm saying. It makes sense.
His weapon's a shield.
He's such a lame superhero. Captain America's the worst. The absolute worst superhero.
He's not great. He seems like the superhero that would show up at your school and be like, "Hey kids, no smoking."
Yeah.
He literally did that.
Yeah.
Like that's
he's a dork. That's what he is.
Oh, he could take you. So.
Absolutely not. I am beating Captain America down. Are you kidding me?
All right.
I am beating the ever-loving Galactus life out of Captain America. Are you joking me? He's going to throw a frisbee at me? Oh, I'm in college. He's going to throw a frisbee at me.
All right, let's talk about Commander.
You couldn't even take Chris Evans.
First of all, I think he's actually a very tiny human. I would squish him.
Everyone to you is a tiny human.
Big set win. Rare positive take from Louis about the Marvel superhero set that he doesn't want to happen. 4 Commander Precons is a big win. That's all. Give Wizards of the Coast a round of applause for making more than one Commander deck in a set.
Well, let's give them a round of applause for listening to my channel because I complain about this every time there's not 4 Commander decks. So
I'm not gonna do it until we actually see 4 Commander decks.
Yeah, there's gonna be 3.
I have a website that says it's confirmed.
That's great. I'm glad you have a website, but until I actually see 4 Commander decks, I'm not going to believe that it's true.
It says 4 Marvel superhero Commander Precons have been announced.
Donald's got PTSD. Just let him have his thing. Let him be.
There will not be any sample packs, so boo to Wizards of the Coast on that. But there is going to be 4 Commander Precons. Now, one of the Precons that they have announced is the what is it? 4? The Fantastic Four. Which will be a 4-color Precon, no black color. And it has 4 different face commanders that can be, any of them can helm your deck because they all have the other mana symbols in it.
Does it say helm?
Yes, that's what it says.
It's a weird. It's probably
Weird one.
grammatically correct, but it just doesn't sound right.
So there's that.
All I want to talk about. I'm sorry. That's a great take for 4 commander decks. I love that. I don't care about the 4 commanders. I do care about how right I was. That comic books transfer to trading cards so well.
Why?
I'm looking at the comic book cover art from that article.
Oh, yeah.
The panels for sagas, genius.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Genius
That
move.
Galactus,
And
that
comic book
Galactus card
cover,
will be in one of those panel frames.
it is.
Like that.
It's there. It showed in that
Oh, is
article.
it there?
Yeah,
Where's that
got
one?
the comic book covers as the trading cards in the secret layer style that normally sucks, but through this medium is actually really, really good.
I don't think it's there.
It's so good. Oh my gosh.
I think Josh just lied. It's not.
No, it's there. I just found it. You gotta
Where?
go down, way down.
I'm at the bottom.
Okay, well then go back up. It's there.
Wait,
But,
give me some
yeah.
context around what it is. I see extinction event. Am I up or down?
Keep going down. And then when you get to
Am I on the
when you
right
get to
page?
the-
I don't know.
What?
Whatever page you sent us, bro. It's underneath the 4 Fantastic Four commanders. Right under that. But yeah, the classic comic book cover cards, like those are just so up my alley. I'm gonna end up having to get some of these cards, and I really didn't want to.
You're welcome, America.
Oh, you're putting it on your screen.
Man of the people.
Oh, you have to hit booster fund to see them.
We literally just clicked the link you sent us, bro.
Okay, well, I didn't have it selected on booster fund. I had it on all.
Maybe you should embrace some more fun.
That is pretty cool. Those cards look great. I agree
There's
with you.
a
Those
booster fun link.
Yeah, we didn't click that. We just scrolled down.
Yeah,
We got there.
not click. Oh, wow.
Well, mine wasn't working that way. Okay.
Oh, okay.
I got you, dude. That's why I'm here.
I had it selected to main set because Donald was telling me how great the main set was.
So you had made a selection that screwed
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't. I'm not saying it wasn't my fault. I'm just saying I couldn't find it.
So the one thing I don't like here on the source material cards, and apparently there are cards called source material because it says that in parentheses. But anyway, the force of vigor
It was Donald's job.
with the Hulk, like that art does not fit. Like you look at the 3 heroic interventions that are like that classic 80s comic book style, and then you got the force of vigor that looks like it came from the
The movie.
Edward Norton Hulk movie, which is terrible. Like
Right, but there's something out of every era. it looks
Dude,
like.
that actor's so
Yeah.
good. What's that actor's name?
Edward Norton.
No, the Hulk one.
Edward Norton.
The other one, not Edward
Mark
Norton.
Ruffalo?
Mark Ruffalo is such a good actor. He's in what show is he in that we're watching right now? He's so good in it.
What's the we in this
Me
situation?
and my wife. Me and my
We're
wife.
not,
Oh,
we're not
okay.
watching
We
the
get
show.
right on that.
Yeah, he's so good in it.
What are you talking about?
Also, Merfolk Tribal coming back to standard.
It'll never be a thing.
Also, Extinction Event being the Thanos snap because Extinction Event chooses odd or even and theoretically destroys half the board.
Hmm.
So good.
That's pretty cool.
It is.
So good.
All right, I'm bored. Let's keep rolling to something
Yeah,
else.
there's nothing negative to say. Crap, there's not enough stuff to complain about.
I don't think the power level is as much as high
We-
as you guys made it seem, but we'll see.
I said there are fun staple cards, and this is exactly what sheets like this should do.
It's a good sign that there's 4 commander decks. That will just naturally make there be more possibilities in the collector box.
Yeah.
Like-
This sheet's a good replace to print things like Lightning Bolt and Counterspell and Terminate.
Yep.
That's where stuff like that goes. Dig Through Time, if you will. Oh, Dig Through Time is so good. What?
Do we know the size of the set yet?
It was designed as a normal Magic the Gathering set. I know that Sorcery had a release a while ago, so you're all about set size for the next month and a
No,
half.
I'm because Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. No,
I
know.
said that from the get-go that Spider-Man was too small of a set to be successful, and that I think had a lot to do with it.
Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur are 223. So there's at least 223 cards.
Yeah, but I think Magic does that numbering thing where the alt arts
This is not an alt art. This is a normal card. And it's a multicolor card, so artifacts are still after that. So and it's an M.
What did you guys think
somewhere
about
around 240.
what did you guys think about the Worlds experience this past weekend?
What did you think about it, Louis?
Is it Worlds?
I thought it was crazy that guy took a turn back. Like what a loser. Like,
now what happened? You got to get more info in the pre-show conversation. If you're going to try to meme your way out of this, you got to ask more questions.
Who doesn't take back?
You got to ask more questions.
A pro Magic player being like, "Oh wait, can I not attack with that guy?" Like, what a loser. That guy, whatever.
What guy?
That guy, I don't know his name. What is he? A famous? Yeah.
Seth Manfield is
event a decade ago, so he won it 10 years apart.
He won 10 years ago, and that's why we like him?
No, it's just an anecdote, Louis. It's just content, my friend. He won 10 years ago, and then he won a decade later. It's cool. Things like that are neat. Normally, when you think you win an event 10 years ago, and it's been 10 years, you're probably not winning another one.
Really? Is there like a Magic player's age matters? Do you become a worse or better Magic player as you get older?
It's
as you get older, you have
why?
kids.
It's not like an active thing.
Well, but as you get older, you have kids and wives, or husbands, and yes, you become worse at Magic.
Okay. I kind of feel like a professional Magic player, though. If you're still a professional Magic player over those 10 years,
don't have kids and wives and husbands.
Right.
No one's going to the altar with a professional Magic.
So you're saying he retired from Magic and 10 years later he came back?
No, I did not say that.
No, I didn't say that. It's just, buddy, it's just a cool little fact. It's just a cool little antidote.
I don't.
Hey, take it. It's a fun fact.
Oh wait, I have a question though. I want to know if would it be more fun if it was 11 years, or is it just fun because 10 seems like a cool number?
It's just fun because it's a wide gap.
Okay.
And it's the same event.
Is that the widest gap in the history of Magic
you're really
players?
Focused on a random fun fact here, buddy.
Brought it up.
You're hyper fixated.
All right.
I don't know if this is something we need to go back to Carol for.
Why don't you guys tell me your thoughts? Why don't you guys tell me your thoughts then? You didn't like my thoughts. Why don't you tell me your thoughts on Magic Worlds?
I said it. I gave you my thoughts. Is it Worlds?
Did he win?
Am I stuck in a Marvel time loop? Are you broken? Have you hold on?
This is your guys' topic.
Have you done a live stream where you recently opened 40 cases of sorcery? Because if so, I know you're broken.
Maybe.
And we need to move on.
Maybe. Tell me about Magic Worlds.
Well, is it dominated? It was aggro spellslinger dominated. It is it? It's so fun to say. It's so good. And at the center of it all, center stage, Avatar, baby. Graham.
Wait, what happened with the guy taking something back? I thought that was this topic.
No, we're just generally discussing Worlds and going to transition into Avatar. This feels weird to remind you of the rundown.
Didn't somebody do a big turn back in the tournament? He took back a turn. Can we talk about that, please?
He didn't take back a turn. He made a play and then asked
if he could take it back.
Yeah, asked to take it back.
Let him, and they did that. That's weird for professional level Magic.
Who won then? Did he end up winning?
Yes.
Seth Manfield won.
Why did his opponent let him take it back?
You should call him and have him on the podcast and ask him.
He's not coming on this podcast.
Especially with what
he doesn't have time. Right, he has a wife and kids. That's not like a bigger deal to take back a turn like that.
I mean, no, because they let it happen.
But wouldn't the judge step in and be like, "You can't do that"? Isn't that
the judge allowed it?
Okay.
Like again, it's It's not a small deal, but it is nowhere near the deal. This isn't a cheating scandal.
I'm sorry, you guys told me about it at the beginning of the podcast, and I was told that was the topic. So that's
no, you were not.
I was
No,
told that
you
was
were
the
not.
topic.
I have
You
no
said, let's
idea who
talk about
told you
worlds, and I
that.
said that seems like a silly topic. Why would we care about worlds? And you said somebody made a turn back, and I was like, all right, let's talk about this.
No, I said, is it Worlds? I did the same thing in the pre-show that I did in the show. Don't you dare. I'm going to start recording 10 minutes early.
All right, Avatar: The Last Airbender.
I'm going to capture
There's
all
a
the
bunch of
horrible
Avatar
things you say.
cards in all those decks, I heard.
Well, when you can play Ancestral Recall in Standard, it's pretty good.
This was a standard tournament. That's what Worlds was.
Yep. And Standard is it dominated? Standard is in a weird spot. It's just various flavors of is it decks.
Even after they banned Vivi.
Yep.
Huh.
It's
maybe.
still, it's just, like I said, with the new, it was cool to see a new mechanic breakthrough. So Lesson, like Donald and I were talking about when we talked to Avatar way back when it was previewed, Lesson broke through, and there's a card that is 1 in a blue, look at the top 3, put 1 in your hand. 1 in a blue instant. If you have 3 or more Lesson cards in your graveyard, put them all in your hand. And Grandma says if you have 3 or more Lessons cards in your graveyard, I think it's 3 or more, pay 1 less for your spells. So those 2 conditions met makes that card Ancestral Recall in a Spellslinger meta, which is very, very good. It was a pretty wild ride.
Interesting.
That's the story of Worlds. Somebody was casting Ancestral Recall in Standard this weekend.
That's crazy.
And that is not important to you. But whether or not an opponent and their motivation to let someone take a turn back is a hyperfixation.
Certainly people knew that was a thing before Worlds this weekend, though, right?
It wasn't, yes, it was a possibility. It wasn't thought that it was going to be that easy to pull off. Like, to meet those conditions that quickly was very impressive.
Well, and Avatar has like only been out a couple weeks, so it wasn't like there was a ton of data of weeks of playtesting to put together.
Magic's one of those weird ones, though. It gets solved pretty quick because of the online play, because of this. Right now we're talking about cards that are going to be available in, was it June? Right?
Yeah.
Like, these things get solved pretty quick.
Yeah, they spoil the whole set plenty of time too.
Yeah.
So this is Avatar seems to be doing pretty good. Play boxes at 150. Collector boxes are at 375.
That's weird, right?
I don't know.
Is that less than distro on a collector box?
No. It's getting kind of close after fees and shipping, though.
When it just
Like
strikes me.
distro cost is like just shy of 300, I think, something like that. If I'm remembering, they change the price with every set.
They do that. Lorwyn, I'm assuming, is going to be cheaper.
We'll see.
A better topic to talk about would have been Lorwyn collector boxes already.
Why? Do we know anything about this?
I don't think we know much. We know the serialized card. We know the Chase is the Bitter Blossom creature.
Those are 387 right now in TCG.
Yeah, and they're 387, which, if this continues to trend as a normal Magic the Gathering set, would be the cheapest collector boxes on release in some time, and what we all anticipate to be the most exciting in-universe standard set of the year. It's kind of wild.
I just don't think anybody can get excited for it because the whole conversation right now is Marvel. Like, this is why I don't understand why we're spoiling Marvel before Ninja Turtles and before Lorwyn. I tried to talk about this last week. It's like, how do you know what to why are they promoting something in June?
Yeah,
this early?
I don't know. It's weird. It is weird. Like, I don't understand the
Comic-Con?
that was
the Ninja
Turtles
Turtles.
thing.
Yeah,
Like, we've seen like nothing from Lorwyn. It's like it's weird. They hyper promote their universes beyond stuff.
I'm
and the universes within stuff just kind of falls to the wayside.
I'm trying to remember the last time we had a universes within set that had a serialized card.
Tarkir had the Mox.
The Mox Jasper was serialized, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. Huh.
That was a weird pull. I don't know why that came to me
was
so quick. I feel
also-
like that was a popular card.
Also, didn't Aether Drift have one?
Yeah, but Tarkir was. Yeah, it did. The Aether
What-
Spark was serialized.
Aether Spark was serialized. Okay.
Yeah, and
Yeah, but
Tarkir was
Tarkir-
just one set after.
So we just didn't get one in Edge of Eternities.
No, we got the Singularity foil.
Right. I don't know. I think I don't know. I don't know what to think anymore about Magic. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. It's like it's so hard to know what people are actually I don't hear anybody talking about excitement for the Universes Beyond stuff. I hear everybody excited for Lorwyn. That's what I hear. Like everyone's like,
Yeah, because it's the next set. Like, I don't.
but that's not why they're excited about it. Like, I hear that they're excited about because it's a Magic set, not because it's
Sure.
not just because it's the next one. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think you and I will ever see eye to eye with this. I think plenty of people are excited for Magic the Gathering sets, and plenty of people are excited for Lorwyn, and I think there's lots of people excited for Marvel, and people like Donald who are weird that are excited for Turtles because it's his favorite thing in the entire world. It's just it is what it is.
Yeah. This set I'm super excited for. I mean, Lorwyn's gonna be great. I think Avatar had a slight restock of collector boxes this week too.
Wait, Avatar did? I thought Avatar didn't. I thought really.
Mhm.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Ooh, price dumping. Amazon next.
I don't think we'll see Amazon. But I mean, the
Captain
daily sold is
Conspiracy
still.
saying Wizard of the Coast won't turn back to Amazon was not something I thought was coming.
I mean, they already start. I don't think we'll see this product on Amazon. They already. I mean, they're selling 64 a day on TCG Player. I would imagine Distro will pick up as many Avatar collector boxes as Distro is able to.
Oh yeah.
So I just don't.
So here's the question: they're selling 64 a day. They're selling in crazy numbers. Prices are coming down. It's acting like a normal Magic set, but they've stayed down a little longer than we thought it would. Is Wizard of the Coast back to overprinting? Are they back to overprinting product for collector boxes?
No, this doesn't feel like overprinting to me. This seems like a healthy supply. Like, I mean, like, I think there's a healthy supply of the product on the market. I think the market is really scared. Like, I think the Magic collector box market. I mean, look at Final Fantasy is down this week. Like, I think the Magic collector market is like, I don't know. They're seeing all these other things go down, like Pokemon, like whatever, and it's like, where we find ourselves, I think is what's happening.
I think there's an imminent crash too, like that people are worried about, and I feel like all the universes beyond sets next year kind of have people uneasy about the state of things. And then when you have other games that are doing well, you have people that are migrating from one game to another, and like the collectors moving to other games that are performing well.
Yeah,
Like One Piece.
I want to push back on that just a little bit. Like Magic collectors, people who aren't just Commander players blinging out decks. Magic collectors. I think, in my experience, and maybe I'm off base, they seem to dabble in other games, but their foundation still stays Magic. I mean, yeah, every once in a while you hear the story, I sold my Magic collection for, and then in 5 years you're like, I wish I didn't sell my Magic collection. It's a story as old as time itself at this point. So
I think that most collect like true collectors, straight up collectors, dabble in all those games though. Like I don't know that you have just like,
I would say more of an investor. I would say it would be that.
or I guess an event. So they're
Yeah.
just chasing the dollar, whatever they can, get the best bang for their buck on usually. But
I think
Josh,
if
were you
you're
talking about a player or a collector? The way you phrased that seemed more like a player.
talking about me,
Yeah, you're Josh, right?
I didn't hear the Josh
Yeah.
part. No, I that's I don't know how many Magic collectors there are out there that don't play in some capacity.
Right.
I'm sure there are some. I'm sure the one in our comment section right now is screaming at me.
Well,
But
that's why I was confused.
but
Because
no, but if you were to isolate that sector of people, that one in 1,000 or whatever it is that just collects Magic, I think they don't ever like truly leave collecting Magic. They maybe leave collecting, but I don't think they leave collecting Magic.
yeah, I would say a Magic collector doesn't go back and forth between games. I agree with that. But I think the Magic players, I think there's a lot of people who used to play one-on-one Magic. We divulge into this topic all the time. Used to play one-on-one Magic. Now they play Commander, and they don't play any one-on-one format for Magic, and they go and they play Riftbound, and they're playing Lorcana, or they're bouncing a lot from these other games in that realm. And I think that's where a lot of the players end up. I think they still keep their Commander decks. I mean, I think we've probably bought 5 or 6 collections in the last week, and the phrase I've heard is, I'm just not playing that much anymore. I'm going to keep a couple of my favorite Commander decks and sell the rest of my stuff. But
That could be a function of people aging out too, right?
yeah,
And like maybe they think that they don't play Magic as much anymore, so they're going to try something else, and that's kind of your last gasp in trading cards, right? And you're like,
the wife and kids thing again.
yeah. I mean, back to there's just we use the phrase wife and kids, but it just kind of means life. Like as you get older, there's just more going on.
yeah, my Magic cards bought a house,
See,
and I kept 4, 5, 6-ish Commander decks. I don't even know how many I kept, but
yeah, and
that's
then
all
your
I
Magic cards repaired the roof on that house.
Yeah,
Magic cards.
one card
Just
repaired
one.
his roof. Yeah.
Well, it would have done more if you'd have paid him a real price for it. But
Sure. All right. PSA. Last week I said there's no transparency in them buying the slab and then them selling it via GameStop. There's no transparency here, and that's an issue. Well, 2 days after we recorded that, some guy got his slabs graded, got 9s, and complained about getting 9s, sold a chunk of those 9s to PSA for the PSA offer on the thing. Then 2 days later, went into his PSA app, and those 9s had turned into 10s. And the offer price was still for the 9s, let's call it $20 instead of $200, whatever it would be. It has caused a complete stir in the confidence on the internet, anyway, of PSA and what's going on behind the scenes. Then he came out. So he came out and was complaining about that and was whatever. Then like 24 hours later, some amount of time later, I don't know the exact amount of time later, he came out and said, no, wait, it was a very, very NDA type response of like, they approached me after they saw my Twitter and they retroactively changed the grades, and it was a mistake and it was a one-off thing. What are your guys' thoughts?
I debated just recusing myself from this conversation.
Okay.
And I guess I want to play through the scenario with you, the no transparency scenario. Human sends cards to PSA for grading. PSA assigns those cards numbers, tracking numbers essentially, and grades. PSA offers money to Human for lower grades. Human accepts offer. PSA behind the scenes, all visible in the PSA app tied to that number. PSA then changes grade, doesn't change marked tracking number.
What tracking number? You're saying the PSA
There's
card?
a PSA there's a PSA
Sure.
card number.
Okay.
So they change the grade from a 9 to a 10.
Uh-huh.
They don't change the marked tracking number.
Uh-huh.
Human says, "Hey, this was my card. It's the same number. It was a 9, now it's a 10." PSA says, "Oh, snap. You're right." Where's the lack of transparency in that workflow?
What do you mean the lack of transparency?
You said
The only way the reason that they got caught doing it, like they got caught doing it, and it blew up on the internet. Thousands upon thousands of shares, thousands of tons, thousands of comments, and whatever.
No transparency. I'm asking where the lack of transparency in that is.
The lack of transparency is there's no accountability between. There's no intermediate. There's no middleman. It's just PSA can say they're the grader. They're the jury, the executioner. They're the whole thing. They grade the card. They make you an offer, and then if they want to, they can do whatever they want with that card. The problem is PSA should not be engaged in the buying of the cards that they are adding value to in the marketplace. That's the transparency. At the core root of it, the company that is saying this card is a 9 or a 10 should not be involved in the selling of those cards and the buying of those cards, especially at the level of like they can do whatever they want with that card. Like they can change it, they can make it into a thing. Like it completely ruins the validity of the institution of the grading company when the grading company is paying the money for the cards and then can do whatever they want to change the grade to make it worth 5x the value. To then sell it in a blind lunar pack on GameStop with no recourse.
People got a lot of hate for those lunar packs.
I love
You're
the
a
lunar
gambling stream now. Yeah, I know. And I want to say we're going to get passionate about this. I'm not in any way upset with you.
Sure.
I love you. I wish you were more.
I just don't understand how you don't see the issue with it.
Well, again, I guess my brain just goes to PSA is the assumption here that PSA is corrupt.
Yeah.
Then why wouldn't they change the grading number of that card?
Sure.
The PSA number. So they're corrupt and
They're just not smart.
And
they're corrupt and stupid. Yeah.
They didn't think they'd get.
That seems like a really hard thing. Hey, here's a 100% unique identifier for this card.
Right.
Here's a paper trail of that unique identifier to this grade. We're not going to change that at all. We're just going to change the grade.
I think they just messed up.
Yes,
I think that like
if you hear hoof prints, don't think zebra, maybe think horsey. Like they just screwed up.
I did not get that analogy.
What's the screw up? Tell me the scenario of which they did this and it wasn't full mouse.
I mean, if they are putting it in the actual case, assigning its grade and all that before they report it back to you as what it is, then there's nothing from stopping them from opening it back up and just regrading it as a 10 and giving it a new number, which is what they probably should have done. But I mean, if that's their intention, but I guess they were just lazy and were like, oh, we'll just change it and nobody will notice. We've already paid him out for it, whatever. And I think that's what happened. Like I'm fully on board. I love a good conspiracy theory, but I'm fully on board with. I've always thought grading was a scam from the get go. I've always thought grading was so dumb. I don't know why people do it. It makes no sense to me. It's not for me. My 2 graded cards that I have over here are just because I wanted them in to be encased in something. I just want them in something, that because I'm just to be able to put on my shelf forever. That's the only reason they're graded. I could care less what the grade is. It could be a 2, a 3, whatever.
Mhm.
But that I grading to me has always been sketchy, and I think finally it's coming out as sketchy.
I, they've I could get down with the when PSA goes through slow times more so than busy times. There are more tens that come out the door than when they're super busy, right? Because they want people to be excited about getting tens. Like you small things like that that don't have a wildly easily provable paper trail, you'd be able to convince me on a conspiracy. I I've always struggled with conspiracy theories where it's something that generates a ton of revenue, breaks an entire industry wide open, and yet it's done in the only way that is stupid.
Yeah, but only if
Okay,
you get
but hold on,
caught.
hold on.
Like,
Let's back up, Josh, because you're assuming that that's the way that it's supposed to be every time. But let's pretend that PSA has employees that make mistakes. Okay, and so PSA employee buys the cards. The offer gets accepted on the app, and now PSA is going in to change the. This is all allegedly for the record. PSA, don't send your PSA lawyers at me. But
Oh gosh. Hold on, who are they? Who's Wizards of the Coast gonna said?
the Pinkertons.
Pinkertons.
Pinkertons, that's it. Thank you.
So Wizards and Coast employee sees that John Doe accepted the offer, and so now PSA employee is tasked with changing the thing. And PSA employee, because they're a human, makes a mistake, and they change it from 9 to 10, but they forget to change the serial number of the cards. Now PSA employee made a mistake, and now it gets caught to the community. 18 times before that day, PSA employee didn't make the mistake, and it didn't get caught because they correctly changed the number to a different number and moved the card on to a different system and didn't screw up. This time they made a mistake, they got caught.
Well,
Let's
because
pretend. Just play the game with me. Just play the game with
I'm
me.
trying to. I'm trying to play the game with you. I can't see even in the scenario you're painting where PSA employee who is in on the corruption is like, ha ha, I get a bonus because I'm going to change this card grade. That it's not a single button push that does all of that. That they're saying, hey, they have to read their little piece of paper and say, make sure you assign it a new number, and they go to an Excel spreadsheet and they pick a number. And that's so much manual intervention
But
to
buddy,
never get caught on how many grades? Millions of grades.
They didn't never get caught. They got caught. They changed the grade post buying it. It's not a conspiracy theory that the grade got changed post grading. That's not a conspiracy theory. Why else would they change the grade post grading? Post selling.
Because they made a mistake in the reporting. That is more than likely that they just made a mistake in the reporting of the card.
Made a mistake in the reporting of the card. What does that mean?
So they graded the card. It's in a slab. I'm assuming there's either a scan process that then automatically populates a form that says it's this card number, it's this card, it received this grade. There was either a mistake in that process or there is a manual input. Hey, I graded this card. I fill out my requisite sheet. I graded this card. This is the grade it got. Kick it down the road.
So in this case, it's okay that it's manual process and one-on-one things that the person's doing and not just a click a button that's automatic. Your counter argument was
no, I think you're totally misunderstanding me. The manual process is in, hey, we're going to change the grade and the number for this card. I'm going to make you by hand go pick a new PSA number And there's not a process where it says if you're going to regrade, if you're going to change the grade of this card, it's going to issue you a new number. I don't understand. Why would their system, if they've built this corruption into their process, ever allow you to change the grade of a card and have the same number? There's no blockage there that says, hey, John Scammerton, can't do this, not allowed.
But if they have that system that you're talking about, this metaphorical system, how do they not have a system to make sure the right grade gets put on the card?
So, Josh, what you're saying is the card was always a 10.
We're talking about an issued thing and then backfilling a mistake on something made.
We are talking about that because that's what actually happened.
That's what I'm saying. This is why I get so frustrated talking to you about this, because those two things, initially doing something through your hundreds of workflow that you do every single day versus a one-off scenario or a couple off scenario. If your suggestion is they're doing this with every single card and that's part of the PSA process, it cannot go unnoticed, because sooner or later, someone who's like me and has got a weird brain is going to record the numbers of cards that they sold and in a spreadsheet somewhere. And one day they're like, I want to look for that number. And none of the cards they ever grade ever exist. And they're going to be like, that's weird. Let's make a tweet about it. So that just wouldn't work. You can't issue this number publicly and then have it never exist ever again.
You're talking about the 9, the number for the 9,
the PSA tracking number, the PSA card number.
Yeah, the serial number for the 9 that gets issued.
Yes.
Why can't that just still exist as a serial number, but the card doesn't exist anymore?
Because if you do that on a large enough scale, it cannot go unnoticed.
Why not? There's 35,000 PSA 9 Sun and Moon Pikachu Zekrom.
There's only 35,000 PSA 9s. How many times are you doing this?
Let's say you do it 500 times. That's 500 times 500. That's $25,000 in profit. 250,000. I don't know, some number.
$25,000 in profit. PSA wouldn't shake themselves at the urinal at. Okay,
that's $250,000 in profit.
Very,
500 times,
and also not pure profit. There's work and overhead there, but let's
barely. Barely.
I mean,
so
clearly,
Josh, you think that the card was always like it was graded, it was encased, it was a 10, and it was just reported to the person as a 9 by accident?
I think it's far more likely that than there is a scam built into the PSA system. Yes.
So what's to say that cards have been getting 10s and then being reported to the players as 9s accidentally, whatever, mistake happened, and then the player's like, oh, well, I don't want a 9, they sell it back. Like, so
now it's a 10 in the system.
Yeah, so it was always a 10, but it got reported wrong. But then when it got sold back to them,
because every
corrected it.
The 9 doesn't sell their card.
No, that's why.
Like, a lot of them do
get their cards in the mail, and when that card that was reported as a 9 comes in and it's got a big old 10 there, they'd go, "Hey, PSA, what the hell? This was a 9. It's a 10. Did you give me what's going on here?"
You think they would complain?
But okay, also,
they would tweet about it and be like, "Guess what, guys?"
But you're saying that doesn't happen. You're saying that doesn't happen.
It just did happen.
No, it didn't. He got the grades back in the app. He hit the sell button. You're talking about something that never happened. He got the grades back in the app for a 9. He hit the sell button. He accepted
hit the sell button. What would have happened? What would he have received?
He would have received a 9. They didn't change the grades. You're not listening. He accepted the 9 offer, then complained about the grades getting a PSA 9 on the internet, complained about it, got a bunch of traction, got a bunch of people looking at the post, complained about the grades picking a 9, then looked back on it and it turned into a 10. And they didn't contact him. They didn't change it. They were just going to take the now 10 at the $35 offer from the thing.
Yeah, I doubt it was caught.
Okay.
I doubt it was something that was even looked at. So, but again, they cased the 9, he accepted the offer. They're like, crack all these bad boys open. Let's make some 10s. That's the process.
I don't think that's the process. I would say they don't put the case on it until they know what the offers are pulled whatever.
I
So,
agree.
and then if that's the case, then nobody would ever. Okay, so now you've rendered your service inept. People won't sell to you then if that could happen.
But I
So
agree.
now you've tanked an entire
think
section of
it's fine.
revenue for nothing for one $250,000 shot.
Or who knows how many. That's if they buy 500 of these cards.
Like
How
that's
long have they been doing this buying
Not
back?
that long.
Like,
This
okay,
is
what,
this
yeah,
is very new.
that's
This
what I
is
thought. It's
very new,
like,
and it's also connected, very heavily connected to the GameStop random blind thing. And that is what I am saying. There is no accountability and no transparency in the entire process.
well, there's
And
no
that's the issue I
accountability in
have.
grading at all. There's grading itself.
That-
There's no governing body over the
Nope.
whole thing, which there maybe should be a
Yeah.
governing body over grading. That's a massive problem. But as far as trying to build this massive machine to devise this devious plan for some 9s to 10s here and there, it just doesn't pass my smell test. I'm the boring one. It seems the amount of work that would be at the corporate scale is absurd. And the amount of information that would have to be contained for that to go on and never be talked about.
I mean, like this
It's
guy,
like United
this
States
guy
government
switched
levels of conspiracy at trading card game grading.
this guy switched his
crazy.
language in the chat crazily. Like it has the most NDA signed PSA backdoor, like made it okay thing.
Just ask him. If you signed an NDA, you can say you signed an NDA. Just ask him, did you sign an NDA?
Yeah.
It might be part of the NDA that says
Yeah.
he can't say that he's signed
Yeah.
an NDA.
I don't think you can do that. I
game.
actually don't think you can do that.
It's crazy though.
I think regardless of whether it was intentional, whether it was not, the fact is it still happened. And I think that it hurts PSA's credibility for some time to come.
Oh, that's true.
There are tons
That's true.
tons of grading houses saying, "Hey, we're done. We're not sending cards into PSA right now." Blah 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 blah. Like, I think that this is a really really big deal, and the
Because
problem
PSA
is
is the number one grader.
it's not just the number
Like,
one. It's not just the number
by
one.
far
It
the
is
number one. Like,
a monopoly in the
Right.
industry, and it is. This is the type of thing that because there is no accountability and transparency in their process, this is the type of thing that's going to happen.
But that accountability and transparency in the process, to me, has far more weight to be thrown around when it comes to actually issuing the grades of cards. Where you could tell me a story where the nephew of the CEO of PSA gets way more 10s than
Okay.
everyone else does. When there's that,
well,
the need for a governing body is something I would never argue against.
the one reign, like Posty's one reign, people have talked about of course it got a 10. Like
It didn't get a 10.
or did it not?
And
It got a 9.
Oh, is that maybe that's what it was.
Everyone made fun of Magic because everyone's like,
You know
the
this
one-
is the most pack fresh card that a
Yeah.
card's ever been.
Right.
Yeah.
Nobody opened that and did anything but
Yeah.
They got a 9.
Yeah, like it's so subjective. Like it's one person,
Yeah.
saying,
of a
I
governing
think it's
body
this.
is important. The lack of some kind of impartial judge across the entire industry is meaningful, and you see
But
that
that
with-
would make the process so much
Well, this is
longer
a
and
lot of
convoluted.
people use, go to tag. They don't use tag, not that many people use tag, but tag has AI grading, and so when you get the grade back, you scan the thing and it says this is exactly why this card got a 9 or 10, and it literally has on the report a little dot where there's a scratch or a little dot in the corner or whatever it is, or the centering. It shows you what the percentages were.
Yeah, but that's AI, and that's evil too. So what are we gonna do?
I
The
think
model's been
PSA
trained to give you more 10s.
I think PSA is getting so much backlash on this that they will almost have to talk. They will have to say something, or they will have to
What's gonna be
change.
interesting?
What?
What does PSA get less busy? That's what'll tell you.
No, I mean, no one's gonna not like. I'm still gonna send stuff to PSA on this. I almost accepted an offer on a 9 the other day just to to see if I could get it to happen to me. It's just like a wild thing though. It's like it's a wild. This just shows how small the industry is because something like this can happen and there's zero like oversight to the whole thing. I don't know. It's just interesting.
Yeah, it's again some kind of entity overseeing card grading would be nice. The problem is, how does that entity exist from a financial standpoint? Who's paying for that entity to exist? Like, are PSA and Beckett gonna pay into a governance tax?
Yeah, I mean this is the whole process of them buying cards is a absolute industry changing process too. Like that's how big this is a big deal.
Them
Like
I thought the bigger one was them selling on PSA though, or them not them selling on eBay. You could
there,
sell your card on eBay. That was
you hit a
wild.
button to sell the card on eBay, but you can also just hit a button to sell it to them. You can hit a button
Right.
to send it to the vault. Now, like where's the cards in the vault? Where can they just change? Like what's going on in the vault? Um, it's crazy.
They just got one golem looking guy going in there and he's manually scratching off grades.
All right, sorcery
Booty
avatars.
box. Oh, sorry.
Okay, you want to talk about the booty box and the god packs?
No, well, you said you were going to tell us about God packs because you've pulled them all.
No, I have not pulled a god pack. There's allegedly some people are claiming
Allegedly.
that they got god packs that have a foil in every pack, or every card in the pack has a foil, so 15 foils allegedly. I don't believe it's. I don't believe it until it happens to me. Nothing in the world exists unless it happens to you. You can't believe anything you see on the internet. Your nines are not tens. You can't believe any of it.
This might be a good, chapter close to our last conversation. This is pretty good. This is great.
You can't believe anything you see on the internet. You have to just see it for yourself. So they don't exist until it happens to me. Um, but we've talked last week. I had a couple packs that had 2 foils in a pack. It doesn't seem like the foils in a pack change the number of foils you get in a box, which I thought was interesting. They essentially with the double foil packs made it really fun for streamers because if you pay $6 for one pack on a stream and you get 2 foils, that's really cool. But if you're opening a box and you get 7 foils in one box, and then the next box you're at 5 foils, and your last pack has 2 foils, you still got 7 foils in your box. It doesn't really change much. But yeah, anyway, there was one guy that got 0 foils in his box, and that felt pretty bad for him. I've not heard anybody else happening that, but he said he was
that
gonna.
recorded again?
He recorded, so like he's a great guy. I kind of know him. Like he's been
No, keep the same energy.
he's been a fan of the channel for a long time.
Keep the same energy.
So, but in Sorcery's defense, he started recording with like 6 packs left because he hadn't hit a foil yet, and he was like, "Oh, now I'm gonna record because I haven't gotten a foil. So I'm either gonna get all these packs are gonna have foils, or they're gonna be no box." So this is why you should always record all of your box openings, people, so nobody can accuse you. You have to have that transparency that PSA needs.
The transparency that was there that never existed.
All right, but there are 13 avatars in the set. Which one of the arts do you guys like the best first? Right there. And I'll tell you I can tell you what the avatars do if you didn't have time to look.
I know which one. I don't know. I kind of like the savior art because it's got like that angel like vibe to it. I think it's sweet, but
yeah,
most of them are pretty good. I think the corruptor is meh.
Yeah, the corruptor's kind of boring. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, it's like, but the magician is really sweet.
That's my favorite art in the set.
The necromancer's sweet. Realm Eater is basically Galactus. So
there you go. Is that what you're gonna build?
No.
What one do you?
If I had to build one of these, I would build Ironclad.
Really?
Yeah, that's a pretty powerful ability to take 2 less damage, like from any source.
Yeah.
like that just makes like damage spells terrible, and
Right.
I think that's a pretty strong ability. I can tell you one thing I hate about it, and I understand why it's that way, but the duplicator and the magician, I hate the way that they're formatted because every other avatar, the top ability is tap to play a site, and on these two, it's not. It's on the bottom. I don't like that. I understand why though, because they alter your deck,
Mm. Yeah. So you
which
want to, yeah.
which makes me wonder: is the Pathfinder that way? Pathfinder
I don't know.
formatted that way?
So let me read what the magician does for people. And Josh,
It
this
is. The
it,
Pathfinder avatar is formatted
Is
that way
is the
as well.
magician just a nerf?
no,
Magician is magic. It just
it's
turns
you
into
can
magic.
play it like a Magic the Gathering deck. So instead of having two separate decks,
Right, but I thought the point was the separate you get to choose where you draw from.
right? But you get to this is the genius behind this. It's really cool. So your spell book has to be 60 cards in the game, right? And your atlas is 30 cards, and then you have your sideboard. So your card is your deck, your spell book is still 60 cards with the magician. So you get to take your deck from 60 cards to like 40 cards, 40 spells. So you get to make your deck more efficient and not have as much, you know, chaff in it. But then you have the added negative of like you could get land screwed, or you could get too much or site screwed, or too many sites. But it allows you to filter your deck and only play the 40 cards or whatever you want to play that are the ones that you want. Kind of cool.
It's I like again, we talk weird for us to talk about design space this much in a podcast. I like the design. I like the design. I like that you're breaking the mold, hopefully without breaking the game. This does seem like one of those things where you're either going to be, hey, this is what everyone plays because it's clearly and by far the most efficient, or nobody plays it because like you're at such a disadvantage. It's
Yeah.
I
insane.
think I think to play the magician, you have to play a lot of the tutor spells that like specifically will get you like will thin your deck and like it. I think it can be good, but it's scary because imagine a game where you only get 3 sites out. Like you're just
Yeah.
screwed. You just lose.
I thought about you could build one that has a ton of the cores, and so then you have a lot of the artifact searching cards, and so you don't have to rely on drawing the lands. But then it kind of defeats the purpose of playing the magician, to filter out the. But I don't know. I
Well,
like the
you're
art.
also hindering yourself, right? Because you have a limit, just like Magic, you have a limited card pool. You have to use a good portion of that card pool just to achieve, not to ramp, but
Right.
just to achieve the same level of mana or sites that everyone else has. So now you have a limited version of a card pool, but there's some powerful stuff and you haven't ramped. Like,
But one of the advantages in sorcery of not having sights is that you don't have to have anything to defend. Like in sorcery, you can attack your opponent's sights. So
Mhm.
if you play a deck that has 3 sights in it, and you get your sight on turn 1, and then you're just playing relics, your opponent can't get to you, and I don't know. It's kind of an interesting.
that seems very much like I have nothing of value, so I don't pay taxes because government, come get me.
Yeah.
That's how I live my life. Like, I got nothing. What do you want?
Whatever it is, it's cool design space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's clearly it turns it into a Magic the Gathering, and ironically, it's called the Magician. Yeah, so
I think that's
you don't
very
think
intentional.
you don't think that was
It's gotta be.
coincidence? You think that was purposeful? Weird.
Also, if
Huh.
you don't name this podcast "May the Zoo Be With You" a design space podcast this week, I'm very upset with you.
Okay. I'll type it in so I don't forget it. How about just design space with? I'll work it in.
And then it's the Magic the Gathering Star Trek art in the background. Design space.
Um,
I don't like the Blade Dancer art or the Animist.
Oh man, I like the Blade Dancer.
I'm pretty down. And also, I don't love the Necromancer.
So the Blade Dancer and Necro are the same artist, and
Yeah.
I like his art style.
yeah.
It reminds me uh, of like a lesser version of Seb.
I was
Like
surprised there's no Seb McKinnon art.
Jeez.
I mean, like it's not like Seb's art is very like intricate and
Brian Smith
all
does
kinds of
not
stuff
work.
going on. I like Brian's got the same art style, but it's doesn't have all the like the fine details like Seb. So not saying that it's I guess
No,
less
you
than
said
Sabi.
it. You
You
said
said,
it.
well, that's exactly
No,
what you
like
said.
I'm saying
No,
it's not as like intricate as what Seb's art is, but it's also the same kind of like style of art.
Brian Smith, friends of 2/3 of the podcast.
I really like. I'm gonna build the duplicator. So Josh, in Sorcery, you can only have one of each unique in your deck.
Mhm.
The duplicator requires you to play two of each unique in your deck, and your deck can only have uniques.
So this is the I have money deck.
Yes, it is.
Gotcha.
It's also the like super powerful. Like everything's super powerful.
Yeah, I was about to say, isn't that the way
It's
they
just
control power? But
it's
you can
just yeah,
only play with
exactly.
power. You
Yeah.
can't play with like your base cards.
No, you can't play with any ordinaries.
It's like if you had to play with all mythics in your deck.
Yeah.
Donald's gonna raging goblin run your butt over, dude. He's gonna just run you over. It's does the imposter stick out
The
as like
imposter's also super cool too.
I yeah, it's things that draw from your collection, like wish cards and magic and stuff like that. I've never been a fan of.
This one's I don't know. This one's kind of cool though.
we talked about this. Your collection, just like in Magic, is like it's the side deck now, right? They've included
Officially in the gameplay it is, but they have come out and basically said if you're playing casually, it represents your entire
Anything you own.
it's,
Yeah.
it's everything you own. They
Yeah.
want you to go dig in your binder for that card to get the win on the kitchen table and like it be situational. That's what
well,
they want.
that's how Magic is played, at least at my house when we play Commander. You play anything that says get something out of your collection. Guess what? I'm at my house, buddy.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're getting a PSA slab on the table.
Right. I'm gonna play my
Or-
Charizard.
It might be a 9, it might be a 10. I don't even care. I'm playing it.
I know it's fun. It's been really cool seeing people talk in the chat about what cards they're excited about and what cards they're excited about building. I think it's still way too early to know like what's good and what's not good. Like people haven't finished brewing yet, and that's kind of a
I
fun
don't think
place.
that matters as much. It's like you said, most of these games are played around the kitchen table and casually. And what do you like? What style of play do you like?
Right.
And can you make it viable enough to not get steamrolled?
Right. So release seems to be going pretty well. Lots of increased sales on boxes this week too. Like my website's been kind of churning in terms of people bought boxes, they got boxes, and now they're like, "Oh, I didn't buy enough."
Nice. I haven't opened a box yet. Is it fun?
Fun. I've done. This is 48,
How many are you opening?
108.
What is that divided by 6?
So no, their cases are 12. So I was gonna do 100,
Oh,
but then what am I gonna do? Not finish the 2 boxes from the case? So now I'm at 102. So their inner cases are 6.
gotcha.
So now what am I gonna do? Open 8.5 cases? No, I'm just gonna open master cases. So now I'm just gonna open 9 master cases, which is 108 boxes.
And your logic stopping before you went, well, I have to just do 10 master cases is wild. You stopped at 9
Yeah, that's
master cases?
a whole nother master case.
Yeah, you got to get there.
Nah, not worth it. We'll see. We'll see how many I end up opening. But
You're going to be like me with basketball cards. You're going to get to that 9th case and be like, I could do 10.
everyone keeps asking me to stream like openings for them to buy, and so I got to get there at some point. Like I can't just, open for myself all my life. But I could. I
Are you
won't.
trying to complete a foil set?
Yeah,
What's the goal?
doing a foil master set. I will not pull it. There's no shot. I mean, I would have to open. If you get a foil unique in every other box, there's 100. I would have to open like 210 boxes, assuming 0 duplicate foil uniques. There's like 110 uniques in the set.
And so I guess my only question to you is, in a world filled with such corruption, what are you afraid of?
I don't want to do that. It's a lot of work.
Why would he do that when he could pay someone to do it?
Well,
I'm not going to pay somebody to do it.
Yeah, you are. If you're paying for the card, then you paid someone else to open it.
Okay. That's fair.
If you're buying the card from somebody, you're
I didn't
paying.
realize we were going to be so negative on buying singles on this podcast.
I'm just saying that's the Louis philosophy. Why would I do it if I can pay somebody else to do it?
Well, that's it. Lou does nothing. He just sits on his butt all day and pays people to do the work.
I hate it here.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do.
Why don't you tell us about the scavenger hunt you built for us?
I don't want to anymore.
Why don't you get up and show us the scavenger hunt you built for us?
I really don't want to.
What's the scavenger hunt?
Apparently, they do this festival at Epcot that is like a some sort of art celebration related festival, and as part of this year's Epcot International Festival of the Arts, they're adding a Lorcana segment and like open booster packs, and then you have to like there are like giant cards around the park somewhere, I guess, and you go and find those, do something. You get a special sticker when you find it or something, and then you get promo cards for doing that.
You get a limited edition Magical Places promo card.
Yeah.
Are they functionally unique?
No, I don't know.
Okay.
But what they showed 3 cards of the promos. I put the Stitch one in here just because my favorite. But yeah, I'm gonna need one of those. So, but I'm not going to Epcot.
I was about to say, are you gonna make the trip?
Nah, I can't afford Disney.
No.
Tell them to make that a business trip for you. You go
Yeah.
test out and make sure they're running their events correctly.
Ooh, you're QA testing the scavenger hunt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that. This is a good idea because anytime you can tie Disney Lorcana to real things in the Disney world, that's literally always a positive.
I agree.
It just also won't impact enough people to matter, and people there probably are already familiar with Lorcana. Like
there'll be 2 kinds of people there. There'll be the people that are Lorcana like promo diehards that will go there specifically just to get these promos. There will be a group of people doing that. And then there'll be people that are there just for the arts festival in general and will be like, I don't know what Lorcana is, but I'm here anyway, so I'm going to do this. Like, so
yeah.
And that's kind of the idea is like those people are the ones that you're actually targeting, not the enfranchised player that is going there specifically to get the promo. You're not targeting them.
It can't possibly be cost effective to make a trip to Epcot for this event to get that promo card. Is that possible? Is that going to be
People
cost
will do that. No, it's not cost effective at all, but there will be tons of people that do that.
There will
because it's not just like, I mean, because those people are also diehard Disney fans that are probably going to go to Disney anyway.
There you go.
And they just tie this into that trip.
Hey, I was going to go to Disney sometime. Ooh, I know they're doing this. Let's schedule it then. And it's probably not a family affair. I hear family things at Disney are chaotic. It's not really, it's less planned and more just chaos. This is cool. It just doesn't move the needle. The movie promos are far more meaningful than this,
Sure,
in my opinion.
And they already do these like.
What was the movie you were supposed to get a promo for?
They gave them out for Zootopia 2.
I didn't get one. I went and saw it. Dude, that movie was so good. Did you see it yet?
Yeah.
It's so freaking good. It was such a good movie.
My daughter every once in a while will go, Daddy, Zebros.
It was such a good movie. It's
almost like every time you go and watch one of these Disney movies and then you realize, hey, this is a good movie that
didn't even even really recognize that it was Disney, but
yeah, it's just in Disney Lorcana for whatever reason, you know.
Well, the promo was exclusive to Cinemark theaters, right?
It was. You had to go to
we just happened to go to a Cinemark. I didn't know the promo was a thing.
Yeah, because we didn't get one.
Yeah, Taze Valley is not a Cinemark. You have to go to.
They shouldn't do that.
Terrible movie theater.
Why? Why do they do that? Is Cinemark owned by Disney?
No, I don't think
the contract. I'm sure
it's like they there's plenty of theaters that do like the popcorn bucket, like are only. I think that's also a Cinemark thing, like
Was
the
that? I thought it
special
was
collector
AMC.
popcorn buckets. Maybe it is AMC. Whatever. Like I'm sure all these different theaters have their own special contracts, but it was probably the same way with the Pokemon movie back in the day. Like it was only X movie theater that got them and give them
Our
out.
parents were just smart enough to take us to one that had.
I
The
don't think
card.
so. I'm gonna say the Pokemon was at every movie.
It might
Or
have
there
been.
just
I don't know.
wasn't enough movie theater franchises for it to matter.
That might be true. Although I feel like there would have been more back then.
I feel like AMC was definitely a thing then.
I couldn't tell you. Yeah, I could. It was Cinemark back then for us.
Yeah,
Cinemark Movies 10. That was the.
I'm pretty
name of
sure. I'm pretty
in
sure ours was a
Tinseltown.
Cinemark too.
it.
Our
Tinseltown.
Cinemark's located in Deer Park, so it's the Deer Park Cinemark.
Hmm.
It's pretty sweet.
All right. Well, no time for One Piece. It's the market's pumping. That was the topic. We don't really know why. Some guy bought $2.1 million worth of Black Label cards. One Piece. There you go. Sorry, Joey. We let you down.
I haven't looked at this value. Does that mean my one PSA One
Yeah.
Piece card went up in value?
Is that what grade is that?
It's a 10.
There you go. It's worth
Now,
that's I almost
It's only a
guarantee-
10 because it's their promo. It's
Here,
the
wait, hold it
PSA
up.
promo.
I'll tell you what this is the topic. Here, hold it up.
Are you gonna scan it?
I gotta scan hold on.
You gotta be able to see the number.
Yeah, I got it right here. If this works, it's a miracle. Identifying your graded item. So that card has not really changed in value very much.
Come on, One Piece.
It's up 5%.
No.
Let's go change it. It's up 14% this week.
Let's go.
But a lot of the other stuff is like, I mean, you go on TCG Player. So I think I told the story about the case that I sold that the guy returned. Did we tell that story
No,
last week?
I don't think so.
So I sold a case of OP13 for like $2,200. UPS basically, like, I don't know, they tossed it. It went through some stuff. And so the guy wanted, and we double box our cases, we ship it right, whatever. So he returned the case when it was $2,200. That case now, by the time it got back to us, is now $3,500. It's crazy.
Just appreciated in the mail.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And was it actually damaged at all?
It had a hole. Somehow UPS transported it in a way that caused there to go a hole all the way through the box, all the way through the packing, and then into the case. So there's a small hole in the case that didn't affect any of the booster boxes, but the guy wanted a sealed case, and like, I mean, I get it. I'm not mad at the guy.
Yeah, that kind of makes sense. I just looked at the carrying on his will case price, and the graph is just hilarious.
Yeah.
It's just a funny graph.
And on top of that, right before, if you see that little dip, yeah, you can see that little, that's when there was the restock. That's the second wave happened. And typically that would cause it to actually stay down for a while.
Yeah.
But crazy. It's nuts. But.
Oh, what's the only One Piece thing I have for sealed boxes is that promo kit that I bought way back when.
I don't remember that.
I was at the gym and you sent me the link.
Oh, the anniversary collection. That's probably
Yeah.
worth a ton of money. Is that the second or the first anniversary collection?
I thought it was the first. Maybe it's the second. I don't know. Is it?
This is great content.
Oh, it's this one. Oh my gosh, it's worth $1,000.
$1,300.
This thing was $90.
Yeah, and it was $600 1 month ago, and now it's $1,400.
Oh, found out how I'm getting my next round of basketball cards.
Wait, where's the thank you? I told you to buy it while you were in the gym. Where's
You
the
did?
thank you? Yeah,
I thanked you at the time.
I probably sold mine for $250.
I might have two of them. I think I bought two.
There you go. You're a dirty reseller now. You're a
No,
flipper.
I'm just a hoarder. I forgot that I had him, so you just mentioned One Piece.
I'm pretty sure I gave one to Joey. Joey came up to me. He was like, "Dude, look at my collection." He had it all in a TCG Player app.
Yeah. That's a
I was
cool
like,
one.
"I'll give you 70% for it." He goes, "No, man, I'm gonna sell myself. I said, okay, buddy.
No, you won't.
I said, when you come back to me in 6 months and that thing's worth half the value, don't come crying to me.
And
I
then
said, I've been there, Joey. Don't do it. Sell
and
the
then you're
card.
giving 50%.
Yeah, it's starting to look at my Pokemon boxes saying, oh, the value of these are pretty high now.
Time to sell, everybody.
Time to go.
All right, that's the podcast, everyone. Go subscribe to Hometown TCG, Scruffy Looking Gaming. Hit the like button, subscribe here, and remember to be kind to the people around you. May the zoo be with you.
And also with you.
Always.